Starry, starry night, paint your parlors blue and gray. Look out on the summer's day with eyes that know the darkness in my soul.
What was your question? Because of a hatred for faith?
Hatred of faith.
No. The Pope was trying, I told you, damage control. Trying to blame other faithful, even though they're dead already. To blame them like people are bad, killing the priest and all that. They didn't kill the priests. It's just those.
Yes, Master.
Because they killed 25,000. The government was cooperating with priests and church and all that to do all bad things to people. And they couldn't take it anymore.
Yes, Master.
That's why they capture them, not just priests, but even the government or police, whoever has a hand in those crimes, sadistic crimes.
Yes, Master.
Hurting other people. They're abusing their position to hurt people. And the people also could be their relatives and friends, mother, father, children, wife and sister.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Girlfriends or boyfriends, who knows, or brothers,
Right. Yeah.
And when the people revenge like that, they call them bad. But all the priests were doing all these evil things all these decades, long before we even have all this news nowadays.
Yes,
Master.
Since ever. They were not killed because of the hatred of faith. They were reluctant. They just say they capture them, but they wanted to release all of them just for one of their soldiers.
Yes.
In Versailles, it was. And they did not. The government just ignored it. So the government wanted the revolution to kill these priests somehow.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
They had no respect for the priest. They had no care for the priest's life. So they killed all of the war soldiers, the communist soldiers in their prison. So forced the communists to kill all these prisoners also, including the priests. They normally would not have killed the priests. These priests maybe were some bad apples.
Yes, right, Master.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have done that. Why didn't they capture other priests?
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Even other Catholic priests. Why only these?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
These are in the capital, and they are working closely with the government, influence the whole society in a bad way, and help or work practicing this sadism,
Yes, Master.
That's
right.
according to all these reports. Otherwise, they are all Catholics in France at that time. How would they even do that? They must have all the evidence.
That's right.
They went into the basement of all the churches to search for the evidence or remnants of the sadism even.
Yes, Master.
So they must have had evidence. And even then, they wanted to free them all, just for one of their soldiers, old one. Maybe an old and feeble and sick one, sick. And the government just did not accept, just refused it outright many, many times, not just one time,
Yes, Master.
So the government did not care about the priests. So talk about the revolutionary. Why should they care?
Right,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Right.
Why should they care when the priests are rotten and when the government's killing 25,000 of their own people, of the communist people,
Yes, Master.
innocent kids even, women even.
Yeah.
So you cannot blame these communist people, and you cannot say that they kill the priests because of hatred or faith. No. They were just anti these rotten priests, maybe,
Yes, Master.
but not anti-God.
Sexually deviant clergy were common in 18th century France. Organized prostitution existed specifically for clergy. Thousands of police reports of clergy's sexual misconduct. 75% of arrested clergy were released right away on a mere promise not to repeat the offense.
Si l'ecclésiastique est pris en flagrant délit par la police qui en dresse procès-verbal, et j'en ai recensé près d'1 millier, des procès-verbaux, surtout si des manquements religieux s'ajoutent à cette déviance sexuelle, c'en est trop. L'ensemble du corps social est atteint, le seuil du tolérable est franchi.
And why not other priests? Why just these priests?
Yes.
Because they say they capture and imprison only those who work with the government, and it is the sadism,
Yes, Master.
hurting other innocent people. But they did not capture just everybody. Even the police who has anything to do with sadism or this practice, bad deeds, cooperate with the government for all this bad, evil practice, then they imprison them, but not everybody.
Yes, Master.
That was their principle. But at that time, they didn't kill because of hatred of the faith.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
According to all these historical findings and historical records. But the so-called churches and priests nowadays, if they continue the evil way, maybe people will have hatred of the faith. Who knows? Because they cannot believe anymore. They worship these priests and they revere them.
Yes, Master.
And if they continue to do these evil deeds and support killing babies and murdering children and raping innocents, then people might have hatred for them again.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
True.
Who knows? Maybe not hatred of the faith, but hatred for these people, abusing the faith to do evil deeds.
Yes, Master.
If they don't turn around, if they don't clean up their system, then people will continue to have hatred for them, for the system, not for God, not hatred of the faith. Because Jesus didn't teach anything wrong. How can they have hatred for the faith?
Yes.
Right, Master.
Yeah. Even if they don't believe in Jesus or God, God didn't do anything wrong to them. Jesus didn't teach anything bad.
Correct,
Yes.
Master.
So it is wrong to accuse the communists at that time for killing the priests because of hatred of the faith. That's all wrong. It's a big cover-up. It's a rotten damage control way.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
I don't buy any of that. I don't know if anybody even buys such a cheap, low-level damage control method. It's truly cheap. It's not just cheap, but it's harmful.
Yes.
It's harmful for the people,
Yes. It's true.
for people to lead people into the false belief and the wrong concept.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's right.
Master.
So at least you, my disciples, should understand the right concept. That's why I have to take time often to explain things to you, to answer your questions, so that your mind becomes clear. No obstruction for the path to go home.
Yes.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Master.
Master, for that. Thank you.
Otherwise, to be in retreat, you should not talk to anybody. You know that.
Yes, Master.
And then spend hours at a time, often. But I have to also take my job seriously. If I became your teacher, I have to teach you from A to Z. I have to continue.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you.
Otherwise, I'm not made of iron or brick.
Yes, Master.
Sometimes I'm tired also of all this injustice and cruelty in this world. And even in the church, it's supposed to be a sacred sanctity, only for God worshipping, only the holy teaching should be carried out there.
That's
Yes,
right,
Master.
Master.
The monks from Jesus' time, they were holy. they were vegetarian or vegan, and they practiced modesty, humility, and enlightenment. They were enlightened, they were worthy, they were saints.
Yes, Master.
Just like the monks under Buddha, and direct lineage, bloodline from Jesus, spiritual bloodline. He imparted to them his energy, his enlightenment, his teaching, and his method of practice and enlightenment.
Yes, Master.
So they were worthy of everything.
Yes.
They were saints, truly holy saints. But nowadays, these priests, they just eat and drink and rape children. They just use the church and then damage the faith for God. They are Satan, they are devils.
Yes.
They just reincarnate on earth to ruin the church's reputation, these priests.
Yes.
Not all the priests are like that. There are some who are good. Even one in the conference a few days ago, he was even vegan.
Wow.
Yeah.
We air some of the vegan priests, yeah?
Yes.
On our TV, and there are some more which we don't even know. But these chewing that bloody flesh and drinking alcohol, they are nothing. They're worse than evil.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
They're surely Satan's subordinates, manifested on earth just to ruin the church's name and position and purpose, and also smear and blacken the name of those good priests who truly practice the teaching of our Lord Jesus, who really fear God and love God and believe in God.
Yes.
So they ruin everything, not just their own church there, but every church. That makes people doubt all the priests, whether or not they're good.
Yes, Master.
That's why many people don't go to church anymore. There's one church somewhere, can't remember. It's a big church, and they don't have people to come anymore, so they had to close it, in America somewhere. I read it somewhere, but I don't always take too much notice, you see, because there's so many news, and I have to check out what is what.
Yes,
Master.
And then I have so much work to do, yeah?
Yes.
I have taken some picture, but I have not even time to edit it
Right.
in order to send away. I don't just take pictures. I have to select and edit.
Yes, Master.
Like sometimes it's too bushy somewhere, I have to cut some away.
Right, Master.
So the main subject shines out, yeah?
Okay.
Because the trees and stuff, they grow together, they obstruct each other also. Sometimes I want to take one photo of one branch, the other branch keeps waving around it, The wind of God, sometimes I told them, stop it! You are ruining my work. I don't have time to sit here wait for you to stop your wind. Can you win later? Yeah, sometimes it does stop, sometimes it doesn't, because sometimes the wind is too strong. But if I don't take that photo, then tomorrow maybe I don't have time anymore, and the flower will be gone.
Yes,
Master.
And the time will not be right. For some pictures, I have to wait for the wind to calm down or for the sun to shine there, or choose a different angle to see which one is good.
Yes, Master.
So taking those pictures is really a lot of work for me already, and I have to come home and select the best one. Sometimes it's very difficult because it looks similar. So which one I should select? I ask myself.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult because they both are beautiful.
Yes.
But they are similar.
Yes, Master.
You cannot take two same pictures together or for TV.
Yes, Master.
You have to choose the best one, number one. And then sometimes I have to wait for the sun to come out again so that I have the color I want,
Right, Master.
the brightness I want. And then come back home, have to select, and then have to edit.
Right.
Like one picture is too bushy, but I want that. And then I have to edit
Right,
Yes, Master.
until I like it. Yeah.
How you suffered for your sanity, how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now.